just aren't really a factor, but early Ocean does help with laning, the extra sustain.
I agree with you, Ox, but I'm just saying what they're saying. Well, what they publicly said.
Yeah.
Stated their name does mean.
Also, we're talking about FearX. That's what we did recently. If you've heard about his...
oh, yes, he's, yeah.
Dragon is up in a few seconds, and you can see right now BNK FearX are the ones setting up vision in the area, but there's a smattering of wards actually behind where BNK FearX are now, so they're looking for Bluffing.
Yeah, he's in a little bit of a rough spot here. Realmorph going to come in. He does have Flash to try to get away. He's just going to get rooted up. Does Flash in the end. And now we got Rise very deep on in this one. So Bluffing does go down. But Kanavi's going to clean up onto Vikla. A lot of members of BNK FearX, though, on the chase here for Kanavi, who's in a bit of trouble. Has a shield, but he's going to be blocked with his Q as BNK FearX just swarm on in and win the fight.
This could have been really risky for BNK FearX. They were so deep in enemy territory and had a Rumble TPing behind. If they didn't win that fight, it would be so hard to escape. It would be so hard for anyone to be left alive. They might look for Zeus here, though.
Yeah, just waiting in the brush. And he's going to flash and still get hit by the taunt. That's really rough for Zeus as... yeah, nicely played by BNK FearX to hide on bush, but I would say that Zeus should not have face-checked that.
Yeah, he was fishing something out, maybe looking to see if he could find a play there, but unfortunately isn't able to do so and just ends up going down. Now, they're looking to potentially threaten a re-engage here.
I mean, they're not going to get the Drake, so just hoping to force a fight, but they're not able to. It looks like the Wind Lightning just barely not going to connect.
Just missed. Able to get away with the dredge line to train. That was a scary situation. I kind of figured he was just dead there, and I think BNK FearX maybe did as well. In the end, it's going to be Kanavi moving back for the third grub. Now looking for damage onto Clear here.
Yeah, we got a Vi up on the top side. Clear has Flash, but he's just saying, okay, I'm going to taunt and try to flash away afterwards as Kanavi goes deep for it, hits the turret.
And the Dragons have been heavily picked up by BNK FearX. Is it Chemtexol, as you hoped for?
Yeah.
So, you know, you can blame yourself for that. But
I'm very happy about it.
HLE got the grubs. HLE now looking for this Rift Herald. It doesn't look like BNK FearX. Actually, they're moving now to potentially contest, but they're going to be a bit late. Tools from BNK FearX that can slow down the HLE engage. The Galio and Xin Zhao are big factors. The Xin Zhao ultimate being a massive one. But BNK FearX know what they're dealing with. There's so many threats, so many dive threats, so much engage potential from HLE. You just have to mitigate that, survive, keep your backline safe. They're starting to fight aggressively, though.
Yeah, Kanavi just essentially baiting that one. The bullet time doesn't really do anything, but Vikla's still going to die as Kanavi just backed away and peeled for Zeka. As now the Galio not going to get anything clear, punches the wall, Bluffing gets back in and keeps Raptor around, sacrificing himself at 3, get knocked up by Zeka as BNK get baited into an awful fight for them. Hanwha Life Esports crush him.
They don't even use the Combat Herald. They don't even find the need for it. They just find the 5v5 they need. BNK FearX want to start the fight. They're the ones who want to make things happen first and foremost.
I mean, we've seen games end for less, right? You know, 4,000 gold, especially for a team like Hanwha Life Esports. You know, our upper echelon of teams are very good at getting a relatively small lead and then just breaking the game open and ending it early. So, you got to be careful.
Yep, you get the Herald coming down mid eventually. You obviously a pick with so much wave clear. Very hard to actually cut through. Now they're looking for clear here.
I mean, there were a lot of people in that brush, and I thought that BNK FearX had an idea. Perhaps Clear was trying to pay for it as they had a couple of members nearby, but all 5 members of Hanwha Life Esports show up, so just another win for them.
HLE have this sort of composition where it's very difficult to lose gracefully against it. This tanky Galio, you can just fall victim to them. Helen posturing here, but that is a Vi with ultimate, and it is Kanavi. He will try and kill you.
And 2 very strong scaling carries.
Raptor just finished channeling a recall.
Yeah, they have a ton of damage on this because Zeka's very fed, Kanavi's very fed.
They're pinging it, but I just think he's not here in time. That recall timing is so tragic.
Yeah, way too late. They're definitely not getting here. Like, there's just no chance. Raptor's like, oh, wait, you did the Baron? This Bluffing is he's gonna get some support from his team. Kanavi's like, maybe I go in. No, I'm just going out. As Zeus did TP behind.
Yeah, they TP Zeus in as well.
They don't seem to know about it though. It's clear. It's getting run down here. The rest of BNK FearX running back to try to help. Have a weird skirmish.
Oh.
Here, Raptor's going to go in. He's got the Galio on top. The equalizer doesn't do anything. It's HLE, you know, you're down a member. Now you're down 2.
Yeah, you really didn't need to go for that play, especially because you got the Baron, you lost 1. You could have just disengaged.
And reset the Chemtech Drake.
Yeah, instead they give over mid-tier 1 as a result. They give over Chemtech Dragon as well. You can see the Zeus and Zeka getting some damage on this tower will take it down. They're really strong. In particular, Zeus, who has a significant farm lead over Clear, and it's like...
See if they can utilize that.
Rise is approaching level 16. We also have... Okay, Raptor found Kanavi.
Yeah, Kanavi found Raptor as well, and he's going to find out what happens in that case if you just run straight into a Xinjiao. Raptor as well is just going very aggressive. That's going to be a nice flash away by Taeyun, but he still just gets burst down. Guma, kind of the same fate though, as Zeka doing quite a lot of work here. Flashes in, picks up another one, and now Vikla, he's got Clear nearby, and they might just have the damage.
Oh, the actualizer!
Do it, as Vikla just, wow.
He doesn't have actualizer. He will have it now.
야 미포 묶었어 미포.
Seeing Misfortune.
연애 맞아 연애.
Yone.
It's so much damage, and now he's so fed to being FearX. They fought when they didn't need to, and now we're dealing with some very strong late game carry threats.
Oh, nice angle here from Bluffing. Is going to force Taeyun back, but the issue is nobody's there to really support him. So the execution was nice, but definitely not the right timing to go for it.
I know it's not to be the case. Now Kanavi in trouble again.
Yeah, he's going to try to ult in, and he doesn't have his flash yet, so he just dies. He was like 2 seconds on his flash as it just comes up.
You don't really want to be in the pit against this team composition with so much AoE damage. They need to look for a turn, a quick engage. If they get stuck here, they're just going to get decimated.
I mean, Bluffing going to be spotted, and the Realm Warp will also up to the top side, but they do not take it. Equalizer going to force them away a little bit as they're just going to focus down Raptor just like that as the ultimate over the top from Zeka is beautiful. And Vikla just kind of gets zoned away. He's still alive, does a lot of damage, but immediately just dies to Guma, who picks up a second one. As they haven't dealt with Taeyun, though, the bounces do come in, and Guma barely takes him down for the triple kill.
To engage, so many tools to find the fight. After being FearX, 4 flashes still up, the Crescent Guard still up. Taeyun now a big target because he has no flash available. The rest of BNK still have theirs.
Yeah, I feel like BNK, you know, as you mentioned, still close, especially if Raptor doesn't get CC'd 100-0, as they're going to try to do the same, but the Crescent Guard does go off. It's a bit early. Flash on in, though. They're trying to burst with Zeus. Look at the damage from the Sivir, and the Rise is absolutely insane. As the Rumble just disappears. Now they're trying to get a little bit more because they lost the Drake. The taunt comes in from Clear. It's getting split up here as Clear's getting low, and now Vikla isolated just dies to Guma, and Zeka's still alive on the left side, and nobody has dealt with the MF. They're finally going to take down Taeyun, as there you go, a quadra kill for Guma, 10k damage. Just insane. I mean, they had the man advantage. They took out Zeus so quickly, but they used a decent amount to get him. I think just overextended straight into the open arms of Guma, who is making this MF look broken right now.
Vikla there didn't get a chance to use the Seeker's Arm Guard. I feel like out of these fights, there's so many times I just feel like BNK have more tools in their pocket that they don't end up utilizing. He's not able to survive, then HLE certainly will win this game.
Oh, Raptor's going to go in. That's going to be the Crescent Guard early, as Bluffing does get out. Has to use the depth charge himself.
Raptor looking for Kanavi.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to get on to Kanavi here. The knockup comes in, and Kanavi's isolated. He does have his GA. And down he will go to that GA. Does not get close enough to the wall to flash. A lot of damage does come out from HLE already, but the TP comes in. And now BNK are up a member.
Equalizer still in hand, makes it so risky to go for this Baron. They want to fight.
Yeah, they're just going to drop it down. I mean, Raptor, no Crescent Guard. As Clear is trying to peel for the team as Taeyun goes in with the Realm Warp, as Zeka wants to put him out of his misery. Will be able to do so. Lights up too! Zeka, the hero of the fight, as it should be an HLE victory. The TP immediately comes in, and another quadra overkill for Guma on top of it all.
A 4v5 fight win for HLE. Guma just untouchable in this game. 14-1-6 on the Misfortune. An absolute hard carry performance. And they're going to put BNK's FearX's misery in this game at least to end.
Yeah, wow, HLE. They lose Kanavi, they're like, oh, we don't need him. We're just gonna end the game anyway. Didn't necessarily have to do it like that, but they're gonna finish the game in style.